I just wanted to do this. It's kind of my first time doing this, actually, so I wanted to see if it works. If it doesn't work very well, we might be making some tweaks and some changes. But because it's so much easier just to kind of get on YouNow and have it upload to my YouTube, I can do this without having to set up lighting. And I apologize for the lighting in here right now because there's this window over here that even if the blinds close, it totally washes out half of my face, and the other half of my face is kind of in the dark. Sorry about that. I hate when that happens in YouTube videos, don't you? When your phone goes off, it's like stupid. Anyway, so the only downside of all of this is the fact that it is totally unedited. So this is going to be kind of a fly by the seat of your pants thing. I wanted to do this for Get Ready With Me's and hauls. So I'm probably going to do a couple of hauls later on today. But I wanted to do this Get Ready With Me and kind of show you what my routine is and how I use the stuff that I have. So the first thing that I'm going to be using is this Olay Regenerist Instant Fix wrinkle and pore vanisher. And what is funny about this is this is not a primer in any way, shape, or form. It's actually like something you're supposed to use like under your moisturizer. But I did get a sample of it, even though it's large. And so I do use it as a primer when I do my makeup, and it actually works really well. It has good longevity. I probably won't repurchase it because I like my e.l.f. primer better, but this is a really good primer to use if you are, looking for something a little more for your pores. It's a really good quality, but Olay is kind of pricey, so I don't really recommend it too much. If you watch my makeup in a movies, you're gonna see that what I do normally before I even get in front of the camera, there's actually a lot that goes into it, because I usually start with a base and contour and all that stuff before I even get on camera. So this is kind of going to be longer and a little bit different. So that is what I'm using for my primer on my face. Next, I do use this e.l.f. Hydrating Eye Primer, and I just use a little bit under both of my eyes and on my eyelids just to kind of give it a little extra moisture because, it kind of helps me with my dark circles. And I honestly feel that this is one of the reasons why I don't have to use concealer. Like, I probably could use concealer if I wanted to, but I don't really have a lot of dark circles going on under my eyes anymore. So, I don't know if it's because of the eye serum that I've been using or what is happening, but, yeah. So, I highly recommend it. I don't think it costs any more than like maybe $6. It might cost a little less than that. I don't know. But e.l.f. is pretty cheap. I did get this in a swap with somebody, so I'm not exactly sure. But why don't you guys let me know if you guys have tried this and you like this or not. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is foundation. So the one I'm going to use, I think right now, is going to be the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I use the normal to oily formula, and I am in 110 porcelain. So, yeah. I usually just put a little bit on the back of my hand and then put it in areas that I need. What I don't like about this is that it tends to be a lot more, I don't know, there's not a whole lot of coverage in this, but if I'm going for like a light look, I will totally use this. It's fine. I like that it doesn't make my skin oily, so I kind of go with that. I'm using this brush right here. I got it in a bag with a bunch of other brushes. And this is a Beauty Inside. It's a flat top kabuki, and I've been using this normally. I use this. Actually, sometimes I use a beauty blender, but honestly, like lately, I just haven't been liking my beauty blender as much. I don't know. I like this one a lot. As far as the brush, I just don't use brushes a lot, so sometimes it's hard for me to figure out how the best way to use it. I will say though that this foundation does better with a beauty blender than a brush, but my all-time favorite Rimmel 25 Hour does awesome with a a brush, and a beauty blender. So keep that in mind when you are using foundation. Some foundations are just better with a brush, and some are better with a beauty blender. So, like I said, I'm going for kind of a light, natural look. So as you can tell, it's very like there's not a whole bunch of stuff happening on my face. I don't know what I'm saying. Alright, so that was that. And in case you guys don't know, what I do after every time I use a brush is I use a bottle of alcohol, rubbing alcohol, and I just spray my brush down and then I wipe it on a baby wipe. I actually use this bottle from Bath and Body Works. It's a lemon pomegranate cream, which is actually my favorite scent. One of my favorite scents. That and watermelon lemonade. You can tell I like the lemons. But yeah, that's how I clean it daily, and then I do wash my brushes every week. And I have 2 different sets of brushes, so I switch them out. Okay, so next thing I do is I put on a lip balm, and I do use the EOS coconut milk right now. I have like 1,000,001 EOS, and I know there's this like lawsuit going around right now, where people are looking at, I don't know, have you seen the pictures of this? There's like blisters and rashes and things that are happening to people when they use the EOS. I haven't had anything like that happen to me yet, but you never know. These things happen, so be careful. So, yeah. I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep using these, but we'll see. Okay, next I'm going to go for a contour, and, actually no, I take that back. I'm going to actually powder, and right now I've been using the Maybelline Fit Me powder, and of course this is in 120 Classic Ivory, so it's a different one than I use on this. So, I'm using another flat top kabuki brush for that, and I'm just going to put the powder all over. Alright. Okay, so next after that, I'm going to go ahead and use my contour. And I do right now have the Wet n Wild that I use pretty much every day in Caramel Toffee, and it's that contouring palette. And I do like this. I think it's the best for pale skin. And the way I use it is I have a pointed kabuki, and I use that just to get into the hollows of my cheeks right here. You can now tell why I don't usually do this on camera when I'm doing my makeup in a movie series, because it's kind of weird. And I just like a light contour. I don't do anything really crazy. Now, I have to say that the highlighter in here is okay. It's not very bright, so I don't use it a heck of a lot. So, yeah. I also don't tend to bronze very much up here, although I could if I wanted to. I feel like, for me, it just doesn't look very good, so I don't do a lot of that. I also do, if I'm doing a look that's more, formal, I will do down the bridge of my nose as well. So, this time I've decided I'm not going to do that right now. We're just going to maybe not. Okay, so next I'm going to do blush, because I usually do blush before highlighter. And this week I'm actually using an old one. I'm bringing stuff out that I haven't used in a while. And this is the NYC Color Wheel Mosaic Face Powder in Pink Cheek Glow. I haven't used it in a really long time. So we're going to see if I still like it or not. Okay, for this one I'm using kind of a rounded off kabuki. I like it because it's not too bright, although you can tell on here there is a little bit of pinkness happening. I don't know, I used to really love this stuff, and it is one of the first blushes I bought when I became a YouTuber, almost 2 years ago, but I don't know, I feel. I really am partial to the balm brushes, so, balm blushes, so I don't know how I feel about that. Next, I'm going to use a highlight. This is the Wet n Wild Fergie, and it is the Center Stage Collection. This one is in Rose Champagne Glow, and I flippin' love this. So this one is kind of more of an angled brush, which I do like using for highlight right up here. And this is so gorgeous, you guys. So flippin' gorgeous. I'm going to just put that right up here on top of my blush. And then I'm going to put some down my nose. And Cupid's bow and down at the bottom there. Can you guys see that? Really not. I'm going to have to work on my lighting, I know. Okay, next I'm going to do my eyebrows, and what I do is I first fill in my eyebrows, and this is a Miss Mona Lisa pencil. I use this in pretty much like all of my videos, and because I have really sparse brows, I have to fill them in with a pencil, and then I use a brow gel to lock in the color. So I'm just going to do that first. So you guys tell me while I'm doing this, you know, what do you like seeing in these things? I mean, I'm fairly new to YouNow. I don't really know a lot of what happens on here, but, you know, I like it so far. It seems cool. Next, I'm going to use the NYX Brow Mascara, and this is in Blonde. Just kind of lock in the color. I love this stuff. I already bought one to keep backup because I love it. Okay, next I'm going to use some primer. I got this from my friend Sasha in the mail, and it's the 24-hour Urban Decay Primer Potion. And it has like 4 different shades in here, and I'm going to be using the shade, I think, Original, because it is a nude shade. But it just kind of looks like this. And then you take it off. Sasha doesn't tend to use a lot of like makeup and stuff, so sometimes she passes stuff on to me. It's kind of interesting. Interesting product in a sample pack. Okay, squeeze out. This is about all I get in there. Which is just about enough, I think. Ooh, there's a lot on there, actually. I think I might have put too much. Okay. So now that that is done, I'm going to be using this palette. This is the Jessie's Girl palette. You guys have seen, if you watch my YouTube channel, you have seen that I pretty much just use Jessie's Girl liquid liner, like, all the time. So, yeah, I'm using this palette. I just recently got this palette out of, like, this drawer of makeup, and I totally forgot I had it. And so I'm going to just use it for you guys now, just to remind myself if I like it enough or not. I'm just going to use a flat, actually no, I'm going to use this brush right here. It's kind of like this fluffy dome brush. And I'm going to use, probably this color right here. It's kind of like a beige mauve color. And I'm just going to use that over my lid. And just kind of up into my crease portion, just to kind of give a really nice base to what I'm trying to do here. Just kind of work it in, blend it out. There isn't a lot of fallout on the shade, I have to say. It's very nice. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I have this kind of, on the other end, it's like a pencil brush. And I'm going to take this shade right here. And it's kind of a different brown shade. And I'm just going to use that on my crease, just to kind of give it a little bit more depth. Again, this is a natural look. It's not one that I'm doing like full-on makeup or anything like that. This is just something that I'm going to do, you know, for going out. Although actually I'm probably just going to be around the house because I don't have a car at this moment. As you can see on the screen, it is very, like, nice. It's a nice color. I really like, it does blend well, which I like, and I really like this pencil brush. So if you have hooded eyes, also, this is a really good thing to use. And this is by, oh, I don't even remember. It might be a crown brush. It's a crease and shadow brush, so. Okay. So now that I've done that, I'm just going to take a flat brush, and I'm going to take this color right here, and you guys, this is like the most awesome shimmery shade I think I have ever had in a drugstore. It's amazing. Just watch. It's super, super shiny. I just pat that on the lid on both sides. Yep, loving that. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take like a little kind of fluffy brush, if I can find one. Okay, here's one. This is an e.l.f. crease brush, but I'm going to use it to highlight up here on my brows, and then right here, like, in my eye, and then I'm also going to do, no, that's it. And I'm going to use this really light shade right here to highlight. And what I do like about this, you waiting till last means that you're going to take down any harsh lines from your shadow. It'd be super awesome if there were people actually watching this right now, but apparently no one is. Except for, I think, one person who gave me a heart. But, yeah, I feel like I have nothing really to talk about, honestly, but maybe later. Maybe later when people actually watch me a little bit more. Okay, so there is the eye look as far as that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the crease brush a little bit more, and I'm just going to try to blend out this part, because it just seems to me like it's a little too much right now. There we go. That's a little bit better. A little more blend out. Blend out. What I just said. Yep. And again, if you have hooded eyes, this is probably a really good look for you because, you know, you want to have the color like above your crease. Alright, so after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my everyday liner, which I don't usually use, and this is the Jordana Fabuliner, and I usually use black. I'm just going to use that right along the top part of my eye. I'm not going to wing it out or anything, I'm just going to use just basic, line your top lid, basically. I find liquid liner is kind of my favorite because it's really easy to control where it goes. Cool. Alright, now I kind of want to do something to my lower lash line a little bit. Okay, I have this Marcel liner that I got in like an Ipsy bag or a Birchbox, I'm not sure which one, and it's kind of a purple color, so I'm going to use that on my lower lash line also. Just to give it a little bit more color. And then I'm going to be using this for the first time. I really like the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara, and this is the Lash Sensational Luscious. What I do not like about this is that it is not waterproof, and I usually wear waterproof because I live in Florida, and it gets hot and sweaty and rainy, and therefore you want waterproof. But they didn't have it, so I wanted to use this. The brush is very strange, in that it like curves out like this. So let's see if it actually makes a difference in your lashes. Ooh, I actually like it. I liked the original formula Lash Sensational also. I thought it really made my lashes stand out, but I don't know if I like it as much as this one, but I do like this one. Have any of you guys tried this fashion sensational? Has anybody tried that, and do you actually like it? Or is there something new that you guys like instead? I mean, I'd love to find new mascara right now because I'm about to run out of a bunch. Alright. Mascara done. Last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this, and this is In the Flesh from Wet n Wild. I got this as a present from my good friend Bethany from her channel is Bethany Summers, if you want to check it out. And so I'm going to use this. I don't think I've ever used the Wet n Wild Mattes before, and I do not know why I didn't open this before I got on camera, but I didn't. Let's see how we like this. It's very light. I actually think it's a really good color. Not bad, actually. Yeah. So that is my look done. And my first time really doing Get Ready With Me on YouNow. If you guys like this, I mean, you'll probably be watching it on my YouTube channel later, but if you think this is a good idea and you want me to keep doing more stuff like this, please comment down below and let me know. I know I'm not with my other side geeks, so it's kind of strange that it's just me, and sometimes I feel like I don't have a lot to talk about when I do these kind of things, Get Ready With Me's, but I did want to kind of do something new. So let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, those of you who are watching it live, and thank you so much for watching those of you who are going to watch it on YouTube. And until next time, keep calm and stay zany. Bye-bye.